Coming to the next concept, method overloading or function overloading. Here, what is overloading? Overloading means one class having same function names with different parameters is called function overloading. That means if a class have multiple functions with the same name with different parameters or different arguments is called method overloading or function overloading. Function overloading allows you to create same type of functions in single class but different parameters to perform different operations. Function overloading is usually used to enhance the readability of the program. If you want to perform same type of operation with different arguments or different parameters, then only we can use the concept method overloading or function overloading. In how many ways we can overload the function? Totally two different ways we can overload the function. First one is by changing the number of arguments. Second one is by changing the number of data types. First one is by changing the number of arguments. That means variable A, B, C, D like that. And A, B, C, D, all the variables are belongs to single data type. And second one is by changing the different data types. That means A, B, C, that is related to the sometimes double, sometimes float, sometimes integer like that. In two different ways we can overload the function. Coming to the syntax of the method overloading or function overloading. Here first we are defining the class followed by class name. Within this class I am defining the function. So public is an access specifier followed by return type followed by function name. Here function name is function1. Within this function1 I am passing two parameters. Either two parameters or else n number of parameters. Within open and closed curly brace I am writing set of statements. That means actual logic of the program. And then so I am defining one more function, and that function name is also same name as the previous function name. First function name is function1 and second one is also same name function1, and function having some different parameters. Okay, for example function1 having integer a comma integer b variables, that means parameters. In second function point of view we are passing integer a comma integer b comma integer c. Okay, we are not passing the same type of parameters, and that concept is not a function overloading. So we need to pass the different parameters, but function name is same name. And within this second function we are writing some set of statements, and then we are closing the class. So this is the simple syntax for the method overloading. Coming to the example of the method overloading is, first example is by passing the different arguments. That means we are passing the first function point of view integer a comma b comma c comma d. In second function point of view we are passing integer x comma y comma d like that. So here in example point of view, first we are defining the header files, that is IO string. Then we are using the namespace. Using namespace std, and after that defining the class and followed by class name. In this example point of view, class name is overload. Overloading is the name of the class. Within this class I am defining the function, and that function name is sum is a function name, and the return type is a void, and that sum function is assigning to public access specifier. That means sum function is available throughout the program, not a single class. That sum function is available from starting to ending of the program. And within this sum function I am passing two parameters, integer a comma integer b. These two are the parameters for sum function. And within this sum function I want to add the two variables, that means two parameters. Within this cout object, with the help of cout object, I want to print, or else I want to print the values of a plus b. I want to print the values of sum of a plus b. And after that I am closing the function. And then, so I want to define one more function with same name. Previous function name is sum. And the next function name is also sum. Why? Because method overloading or function overloading means class having same type of functions, different signatures or different parameters. Here I am defining function name is sum, and after that within open and closed curly brace I am defining three parameters. Okay, different arguments. Different arguments means here I am passing three different types of arguments. First one is integer a, integer b, and third one is integer c. Within this second sum function, I want to add the three variables a plus b plus c. For that, with the help of cout object, just I want to print the values of a plus b plus c. Then I am closing the function. I am closing the sum function, and also I am closing the class. So this is the simple implementation of the method overloading. One class is there. Class name is overloading, and within this overloading function, two same type of functions are there, but different arguments. Different arguments means first sum function having two arguments, integer a and integer b, and the second sum function having three arguments, that is integer a, integer b, and next one is integer c. Then how to call these two functions? If you want to call the function, before that what we need to do? We need to create an object. How to create the object? With the help of class name, we can create the object. And object is created within the main function. Okay, why? Because every program execution starts from the main function. So next we are taking the main function. And within this main function, I want to create the object for overloading class. Okay, here I am creating the object overloading space object name. With the help of object name, we can call the two functions. But here the thing is, first sum function having two parameters, and the second sum function having three parameters. For that, first we are calling the sum function with the help of object name. Object name dot sum function, and first sum function having two parameters. For that, we are passing two integer values. Here I am passing some integer values. Same way, I want to call the next sum function. For that also, with the help of object name only, we can call the function. So for that, object name dot sum of, I am passing three different integer arguments related values. And based upon the values, then finally it returns the output of this program. Okay, first sum function returns the two arguments related sum. The second sum function returns the three arguments related sum. So this is the simple example for the method overloading. That means by passing the different arguments. So this is the final output of this program. Coming to the next example, by passing the different data types. For that, first I am defining the header files. Then I am using namespace std, and after defining the std, just I want to define the class name. Class followed by class name. Here class name is overloading, and within this overloading class I am defining the same function, that is sum function. In sum function, first sum function having two parameters. The two parameters are related to the double data type, double A, comma double B. And within this sum function, I want to add the two double variables, that is A plus B. And finally, closing the function. And then I want to define one more same function. Here previous function name is sum function, and here I want to define same function with different data types. For that, first I am using access specifier followed by return type followed by function name is sum. Within this sum function, just I am passing integer data type related variables. In previous sum point of view, I am passing double a comma b. Same function, second time I am passing the two different data types related variables, that is integer a comma integer b. So this is also known as by passing the different data types. And within this sum function, I am adding the a plus b. Then I want to print the values of a plus b. For that, here I am using cout object. With the help of cout object, I want to print the values of a plus b. And then I am closing the method or function. And also close the class name. And then I want to call these two methods. For that, what we need to do? Again, we need to do same process. By creating the object, we can call the two functions. Okay, so for that we need to create an object within the main function. So take the main function. Within this main function, I am creating one object. Here, object is created with the help of class name. Class name is overloading, and then followed by object name. With the help of that object, we can call the methods or functions. Object name dot sum function, and first sum function having two different data types related arguments. One is double a, another one is double b. For that, here I am passing two parameters, means two variables related values. And then next sum function point of view, I want to pass the two different integer related values. For that, I am using object name dot function name, and within this function I am passing two different integer values. Based upon the passing parameter values, the program returns the output. So this is the final result of this program. This is the simple example for the method overloading by passing the different data types. Thanks to one and all. Thank you.